Hello. Hello and welcome to another live stream. I haven't done one of these in a while. I feel like my camera is up so high. Ignore this. I've been fussing with it for the last like half hour. But hopefully you like the backdrop. I'm streaming off of my computer instead of Riker's, and this is the backdrop of our podcast. So we do our podcast back there, and it's kind of a mess. You can kind of see some of it. But we have a 3-camera setup over there. Hello, Brendan. So I'm not sure if people will be interested in readings, but people have been telling me that they are interested in reading. So if that is the case, that's what we're doing today. So I think I'm going to be doing, I don't think, I stalked them. You have the options for a few different kinds of readings. I don't think I'm going to restock the readings this time. It's going to be these readings, and then that's probably it. But I think I also fixed the website so that you guys can get readings from there as well. But I'm going to be offering, we're going to have some tarot readings, some spirit guide readings, and some past life readings. So if that is something you are interested in, if you follow the link, I also pinned it. It's the same link. You can go there and purchase a reading. But it's up to you. Otherwise, we can just chit-chat and you can hear me talk about all of the things that I've been thinking about. Today is stressful because I didn't sleep last night because I was very, very, very anxious. I know I told you guys like weeks ago that everything is like fine. Everything's like getting better. I feel better. And because of that, I have been dealing with a lot of anxiety attacks. I know that that sounds weird and doesn't make any sense, but it is because I don't feel as sad and dissociated anymore. Now I'm experiencing a lot more of that transition from being not okay to being okay, and oh, it's a fucking time. So I didn't really sleep. I fell asleep at 7 a.m. Sort of, probably more 8 a.m. this morning. And I probably slept for 2 hours. Just solely because I was having panic attacks. But I'm not really sure why I was having panic attacks. Kristen! Hello. How's it going? You purchased a reading. And Miki. Oh, we're doing tarot readings. Ko-Fi supporter. I'm assuming that's Kristen, correct? What's up? Yeah, you came in as Ko-Fi supporter on my end, which I'm not really sure why the bot knows your name, but Ko-Fi doesn't know your name. It's me. So I've been anxious lately. But I have a couple of those things available if you guys would prefer tarot readings over spirit guide readings over past life readings. I can move some stock around as well, so if tarot readings sell out, I can fix that. It doesn't really need to be a reason for the anxiety. Yeah, it's happened to me before, so I have a panic disorder. So when I was like super young, I like developed a panic disorder when I was like 14-ish. And I spent like 3 to 4 years like very, very dissociated. And then when I started coming out of that, because dissociation protects your brain from intense emotions, that's when I started having panic attacks because the dissociation was going away. And the same thing is happening now. So I'm just having panic attacks, but I'm not sure what I'm having panic attacks about. But Kristen, do you have a question for your tarot reading? But if it seems like I'm not okay, that's probably why. I'm very anxious today. I'm also feeling like, I know these are like mini readings and they're like 3-card readings. We'll see if I obey that rule. Just a general spread. Like, we'll start with 3 cards. But, hello people. Welcome to the stream. Hi Rainy. Paper Flower. Miki. Welcome to the stream. But for Kristen, let's start your reading. So let's just get right into it. So we'll start with your first card. You have the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is like competition. They make me feel like that's a little bit more of chaos in your life. 5 of Wands is more constructive versus like having a 5 of Swords. But there's a lot of conflict, a lot of competitiveness that's just making things like blow up in your life. Those cards are super dope. It is the Starman Tarot. There's the box. I don't know. I like these cards. They're very psychedelic, if you will. So, hold on, let me remember what these are. This one is Page of Cups. Princess of Cups is Page of Cups. So you got Page of Cups, which means I feel like a lot of emotion things have changed for you. So you don't really... There's a lot of anxiety about the competitiveness. So there's a lot of chaos going on, and the emotional sides of things, it feels like almost like you're starting over, but in an emotional sense of like, you still have all of the skill set. You still have all of this like experience behind your belt, but it's like the emotional development has upscaled to a new level and you feel a bit overwhelmed and not sure if you can emotionally handle what's going on. Makes sense. Do you know what area of life this competition is coming from? I feel like it's more like purpose stuff, so like what you're doing with your life, career-wise. Mostly I'm saying that because I pulled a Pentacles card. Pentacles cards usually deal with like physical stuff, usually deals with career stuff, money stuff. Yeah, you have the 7 of Wands sideways. The 7 of Wands sideways usually represents a like... Sideways cards are like decisions or actions, but 7 of Wands sideways is like, do we want to like commit ourselves to this? It's a... They want me to say you've been through like the ringer. You have a lot of resilience of things, but like, do you need to continue doing that? Do you want to continue doing that? Do you want to give up and start over? Where do you want to go? Because I feel like you need to like keep up with life, keep up with what's going on, but you're just not really in the mindset right now. Does that make sense? My emotions are all over the place. Yeah, it's like there's like this expectation for you to just like get back into things how you were before all of this like horrible stuff happened, but you're still healing from the horrible stuff. So your mind is like, I should be able to do this. I did it before, but you almost like need to rebuild a stamina back up to that in order for you to feel comfortable doing it again. And when I say it, dealing with the chaos. Because I feel like there is a, like, you do stuff for, like, a little amount of time and then it becomes overwhelming and you feel like you have to stop. They're, like, that stamina. And you have 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is upside down or in reversed. Hello, people. Hi, Damien. And then I got Rainy after Miki. Oh, we're doing tarot readings today. Okay. Might move some stuff around if you guys want more tarot readings. There's one more available. But Six of Swords. Six of Swords usually deals with like some sort of transformation. When it's reversed like this, it's a resistance of that change. They want me to say unfinished business. There's stuff you're still trying to figure out. You're carrying stuff on your back. And that's like the stuff that's making it hard for you to continue moving forward. There's a lot of what's like disharmony in your head. I wanted to say disbalance, but I'm like, that's not a word. I'm having a hard time enduring everyday life. Yes. It's literally like before you could wake up and get everything done and it was like easy and you had like free time afterwards. But now it takes so much energy to just do the smallest thing, and it is confusing for you because you're like, I used to do everything and it was easy, but now I don't understand why I run out of energy so quickly. And a lot of it is also stemming from this like emotional development change of like you are spending a lot of your energy emotionally dealing with the trauma that's gone on. So that's why you don't have a lot of energy to do things physically in your life, because you're dealing with a lot in your head and that's taking up a lot of energy, and that's okay. You have the Empress card in reverse. This card, usually I view it as like strong feminine energy, but they make me feel like it's more like a feeling of being run down. When it's reversed, it's the lack of that. Do you have questions, Kristen? How can I better deal with the past emotional trauma? Inner strength. The first card I pulled was strength card in reverse. This card reverse usually for me represents an inner strength. Two of Pentacles reversed. We're prioritizing the wrong things. You need to prioritize the stuff going on in your head. Because that's the biggest weight going on right now. Interesting. Sorry, they're like telling me things about it. This is Page of Pentacles, which again, I pulled this card again. Page of Pentacles reversed. It's like you know exactly what you need to do, but there is some sort of hesitation to do it because there is this worry that you're going to fall on your face again. Queen of Cups reversed. Being easily influenced by emotions. It's very much a like, what you need to do is you need to focus on healing those past traumas. How can I better deal with that? What they make me feel like is a lot more of a, I don't know if you have like a therapist, if you have the ability to get one, but I feel like there is a lot of like trauma stuff, and I feel like if you get a therapist, it's going to help you remove some of that baggage, because a lot of it, I feel like you're not even aware it's affecting you because it's not even things that you're thinking about. It's not a like constant like rumination going on in your head. It's like the emotions are just like physically affecting your body. Does that make sense? So they're like, you need someone to help you figure out that aspect, because I'm in therapy, so this is why they're telling me this, because now I have this like in my head about it. They're like, the thing that is dysregulated is not necessarily the like logical part of your brain. It is the like the instinctual part of your brain, the part of your brain that makes you want to stay safe. That's the part that needs to be like calmed down, rewired, processed almost. And you say, am I able to heal my own trauma? Yes, very much. I'm very much still in fight or flight mode. Yeah, so that's where my expertise don't necessarily like fall in line. It doesn't fall in line otherwise because I'm not like a therapist. I'm not a licensed therapist. But that's where all of your energy is going towards, is your body like instinctually is creating, I don't know if it's like adrenaline, whatever it is. A lot of times it could be adrenaline. And that's what's wearing you out and making you feel like you can't do anything, like you run out of energy very fast. But you also, in your mind, feel like you should be over it. Like, you went through a horrible trauma, and it's been some time, you process it, you logically understand it's not happening anymore. Your body does not. Your body is still, like, traumatized by it, is still dealing with those things. So, things that my therapist has mentioned to me is exercise is good. Doing exercise type things a lot of times uses up all of those chemicals that make you anxious and exhausted. If there's no adrenaline to trigger you, it makes it easier. So I feel like there's a lot more of that needs to be had. Okay, and then what the cards say, you have, this is Knight, Prince, Knight of Wands, reversed. Knight cards that usually deal with movement. What they're telling me with this card reversed is it needs to be, looking inward. You need to, like, slow down. Because I feel like you're normally the Knight of Wands upright, which is, like, fast, creative, ideas, I want to do everything. And it's kind of stressful for you that you can't do everything and that you're being, like, pulled down, and it is also getting in your head. What they tell me about that is it's like you thrive on expression. So getting the, like, energy in your head, whether that be creative, whether that be movement, whether that be X, Y, and Z, needs to get out of your head. And because of all of the trauma and the dysregulation in your body, it makes you feel like you can't do that. You can't express these things. And that is also impacting your mental health as well. You feel almost like not yourself because you can't express yourself because you're so dysregulated. So again, I feel like there is a lot of, like, expression things that need to be had, but you need to also be aware of the limitations right now because your body is dysregulated. And then you have Judgment card upright. Judgment card usually deals with like a reflection. It's usually like reflecting on things that have happened in your life. So again, that's internal. So a lot of these cards are very much talking about looking inwards. But you have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords are reversed is kind of like there is a block or it's clouded. So that's why I'm like maybe talking to a therapist, maybe talking to someone about it. You can also, like, if you don't have resources to have like therapy type things, you can also go online and like look up different ways of dealing with like trauma and that sort of thing. I would suggest looking into different ways of like expressing that like adrenaline, like finding different ways to regulate your body through like doing like repetitive things. So that could be like knitting, that could be like gem art. We've been doing gem art. It can be like drawing or like coloring in a coloring book. That will also like help remove the like pressure off of your body, because it's very much a like you've gotten to the point of more of an acceptance state, but your body is still very dysregulated, and that's where things need to be calmed down. So that's where you need to like look into, how do I regulate my body after big trauma? I write almost every day as well. That would be helpful as well. But need to get the like adrenaline stress response out, because it's just happening. It's not necessarily something you can fully control until your body starts feeling safe, until your body starts becoming more regulated. But exercise is another way to like remove the adrenaline, so there's no adrenaline to worry later. Do you have any other questions before I move on to Miki? Can I also say, every time I do readings, it always, like, freaks me out because I'm like, I feel like I'm dealing with the same things, and maybe it's just because my audience, like, reflects who I am as a person. You attract the audience that is just like you, but I'm like, I'm dealing with the same thing. I literally just talked about that when we started. No, thank you. Dude, it's resonating to me, too. That's what I've been learning in therapy. It's been a fucking time. Hello, Bad to the Bone. What's up? How's it going? Okay, so we're on Miki. Miki, do you have a question for your tarot reading? If we help with your therapy. Dude, listen. And it's also, like, spirit talking to me about it. But yeah, it's very much a, like... The thing I'm learning in therapy. The thing... do you guys remember that one girl from TikTok? The thing I'm learning in boating school, and she would tell you what she learned in therapy. That's how I feel. But the things I'm learning in therapy is, my mind is accepted what's going on. My body is not. Is not accepted it. I just woke up from a nap and you're talking about exercise. Listen, I got 2 hours of sleep last night. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Good. Just recovering from heart surgery still. Hope all is well with you. Well, I hope that went well for you. I'm glad that you are healing, recovering, that it sounds like it went well. Your aura is looking better. What does it look like? Can you see colors in it, or is it a feeling? How do you... I'm just interested in how you perceive it. Okay, and Miki says, can I get a general reading? Of course, of course. Okay. You building something? Let's see. The first card you have is Prince of Pentacles or Knight of Pentacles. This card is usually building something from the foundation up, and you're doing it very strategically. You're doing it very, you're doing it right. And I feel like there's a lot of, like, strategy planning with it. You have the Two of Swords, though. Two of Swords is a little bit, you're not sure how it's going to turn out. There's a little bit of a delay. I feel like you're trying to do it a lot faster than it needs to. Because, Knight of Pentacles. The Prince of Pentacles is stressing me out. Knight of Pentacles. They're very slow. The Knight of Pentacles is slow. I feel like you're building something up. This is for Miki. I feel like you're building something up, but it is not happening as fast as you expect it to, and it's making you second guess stuff. I feel like there is a big cloud in front of you of, like, where this is going to go. And then you have Page of Pentacles, which also gives me a lot of, like, this is, like, new. So Page of Pentacles is usually someone that is starting out with something. They're a student. Pentacles is, like, physically something in your physical realm. So Page of Pentacles is someone that is learning something, but in a very practical way. So a lot of times this can also be associated to money, career, that sort of thing. But it is someone that is still learning. So you don't have all this experience. You may have knowledge about it, but there's this, you need to learn, you need to go through the process, you need to get the experience to understand it. But lots of Pentacles cards. Oh my god, this is about my work. We're working on a project that has a deadline for next month, and we are delayed. Like, I've been so nervous about it because there's a whole admin aspect that only I am working on. That's so funny. Yeah, I feel this, like, come on, it needs to happen right now. But you're not sure how to do that because, then let me say you're just one person. 3 of Wands reversed. 3 of Wands reversed is, usually how I view this, it's like clipped wings. That's like the word I usually say for it. But it's usually like you are looking out at what you want it to be. But there is something stopping you from going out there. I feel like it's going to turn out a bit different than what you expect. I don't know what it is, but there is just this, like, there's a big cloud in front of it. And I feel like you have an idea of what it should be, but other people have ideas of what it should be, and it differs from what you are looking at. 2 of Pentacles reversed. You have different priorities than... Okay. You have different priorities to everyone else. You also have the Tower card. Tower card is... That's not fun. I feel like you're more Pentacles energy, which is, like, very structured, very, like, certain, very, I know what I'm doing. You are this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles knows exactly what they're doing. They know how to do it right, but it takes time. This card is, like, in order to do it right the first time, it takes time. And you have ideas about what that is and what that looks like, but they're causing a little bit of chaos with the building process of it. I feel like they have unrealistic expectations about what it should be. They make me feel like they want more than what they're willing to, they want more bang for their buck is what they said when this card came out. So 9 of Pentacles sideways. 9 of Pentacles usually deals with, like, luxury. It's usually, like, very fancy, lots of money, abundance. But when it's sideways like this, there is usually a lack of independence or an overinvestment into it. So when this card came out, I heard they want their bang for their buck. They want more from what they are paying. Like, you're not getting enough resources, money, or time to do the things that they expect of you. This whole time I've been like, that's such an unrealistic timeline, and even yesterday we got info that delays our timeline. They're trying to push us to be ready, and we just don't have the people. Yes, 100%. Hi, Litzy. It's been a minute. This literally has been gagged. 3 of Pentacles. I feel like you're also struggling because the people, there's people that will collab with you, but there are people that are being issues. 3 of Pentacles is collaboration with other people. With it being sideways, it came out sideways. There's a little bit of a problem of, like, you might be doing all of it. There's a unbalanced separation of work, and that's been causing some issues. Moon card sideways. Some illusions. They are delusional about this. How do we deal with this? They want me to say the Hierophant came out. Let me pull some more, though. I feel like your guides are being mean to them about it. They're like, this guy stinks. This is dumb. So Hierophant is, they want me to say you can't cheat the system. A Hierophant deals with traditions. It deals with how things are meant to be. It deals with the rules. This is just how it works. They also show me this guy sitting at a throne, and he's like, they need to know that you're in charge and you know what you're doing, even though you don't have the experience, which is, I think, why they're being so fucking annoying about it. Because they don't think you can do what they want to do, but I also don't think they know what they want. So, yeah, and it's more confirmation with the Wheel in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is like, their expectations are not matching the environment. Yeah, essentially, this is just gonna take time. Like, it just is what it is. I feel like the way you deal with it is with logic. They need to look in a mirror, judgment card. They need to understand that you do know what you're doing, even though you don't have experience doing it. Page of Pentacles, which you had earlier, you may not have the experience, but the Page of Pentacles still has a lot of logic. They know things by the book. They're very practical about it. They have a plan. They know what to do. As long as they can get over the concept of, I've never done this before, they can do it better than people expect. It's just the, like, kind of like trial and error with, like, the knowledge that you have. Yeah. They need to just calm down. You have a plan. They just don't know what the plan is. They have an idea of what they think the plan is, but they don't really know what the plan is. Do you know what? Does that make sense? Do you have questions? This helps assure me a lot, honestly. I'm glad. Yeah, it's very much like they're telling me about an experience I had in my life where I basically, like, as a graphic designer at one of my first graphic design jobs, they wanted me to move all of their inventory to a new POS system, put it on a website, make all the graphics for it, and they wanted me to do it in an extreme timeline, and they pushed back a lot about it. And it's because I didn't have the experience to tell them I knew what I was doing, and they treated me as such. So it's very much a, like, you need to reassure them that what they are looking for will get done. It's just not going to get done in the same way that they are expecting. Whether that be timeline, whether that be scope, things need to change, and you need to be very direct and, like, calm and be like, this is what can happen with the rules that you set in place. One final unrelated question. Did a spirit guide show me a cat in my dream? Ooh. Sorry, I'm pulling cards about it because that's interesting. What did the cat look like? Was it an orange cat? That might just be my ego of wanting it to be an orange cat. Yeah, like, we're onboarding a made-from-scratch app, but we still have to have someone work on the admin requirements. So it's been me, and I'm working with what I have. Yeah, I get that. It was like, for me, when I was in that position, it was, you're going to wear all of the hats, but I'm going to control everything you're doing without knowing what you're doing. Like a big Maine Coon orange cat. I don't know what the dream was about, but I pulled the Three of Swords reverse. I feel like there is an amount of, like, healing from some sort of heartbreak, and not necessarily maybe, like, a relational type heartbreak, but not necessarily a, like, romantic heartbreak. But there's a lot of emotions tied to it, and a lot of, like, perception of who you are tied to it. Does that make sense? That's what they were trying to help you with. So I got the Three of Swords reversed, which is healing heartbreak. Ace of Cups upright, which is, I want to say, like, passion, outward love expression. And then Temperance reverse is not knowing who we are. Yes, I went through a spiritual healing with a medium and, like, just needed confirmation of my experience. What's up? Thank you so much. No problem. Wow, I sold all of my tarot readings. I mean, if people want tarot readings, we'll do tarot readings. Okay, Rainy. Do have a question. I have Rainy and then Very Reckless. Is anyone interested in tarot readings because I can move my stock around? Because I know the other readings are more expensive. And I can also give you stuff about other things with tarot. glad you got a bunch of readings today. Yeah, I appreciate it. Truly needed it so much. We are trying to work up getting enough income to continue our business, to be quite honest. Riker is getting some, like, jobs and stuff. I'm gonna put 2 more for tarot readings if people are interested. The link will be at the top of chat if people are wanting tarot readings. Let me figure out how to get back to my page. But, yeah. So I have Rainy, and then I have Very Reckless. So if you guys are still interested in tarot readings, there are 2 more available. And if people still want tarot readings, I'll add more to the listing. But, Rainy says, need career advice, not sure what I should be doing with my life. Need a shift, but also pressure of needing money is setting in. Don't want to succumb to the money pressure and just get a stupid job. Dude, I fucking get that. I just pulled the Tower card. And the Tower card literally, like, I don't think I can show you because I was, like, shuffling my deck. Can you see my keyboard? And the Tower card was literally just like this in my keyboard. I can't even make it happen again. It landed like this in my keyboard. You're fucking welcome. Your life is a little bit crazy. Is that true? I'm not just saying that from the Tower card. Oh, wow. I am so sorry. Okay. So, we got the Tower card. Craziness. We all know what the Tower means. Oh, you have no idea. I'm not just saying it's crazy from the Tower cards, because we all know what the Tower card means. But we also have 8 of Wands, which means everything is going really fast. It's like, if you see this, it looks like a rocket ship. You're in this rocket ship and you're trying to, like, catch things while going, like, thousands of miles per hour. And then you have the Sacred Clown, which is the Fool card. This is the Fool card. This is, like, taking a risk. And, you're taking a risk while your tower is falling down, going like 100,000 miles per hour. And then you're wondering why you can't figure out what you're doing. So you have the 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups is usually a, like, how do I want to explain this? I'm trying to figure out how to explain this card quickly. Let's see. 4 of Cups. Usually, the iconography on this card is a little bit weird, so I don't think I can show you it that way. But 4 of Cups is usually you have 3 cups in front of you. So your brain is like, these are my options, that's it. However, the universe has been handing you a 4th cup, but it's behind you. So in order for you to be able to see this opportunity that's over here that you're unaware of yet, you have to do something to get up and turn your perspective over there. Which sucks. This is exactly how I feel. Is like, what is the right option? Because there isn't one. Because the things that you're looking at right now don't make a lot of sense. This card, I'll pull some more. What do we do about this? It's not getting better. You are in a period of time where everything is moving really fast. Lots of change, lots of trauma. 6 of Cups, lots of trauma. A lot of trauma is coming up. So the things that choices are made even harder because there is emotional, like, explosive tied to it. We don't feel like we can make something happen because the resources are not there. This is the Magician card. Queen of Cups. Lots of emotions. You are literally just every day trying to focus on balancing your emotions. That's what this is. And it's very, Queen of Cups is very compassionate, nurturing, mother type energy. You are literally just like milking the like, I'm okay. It's okay. You spend a lot of your time doing that because the first half of your reading is a lot to deal with. And that makes you feel trapped with the Eight of Swords. What do we do about it? This might be a waiting game. It might be a like waiting until the rocket ship stops. Oh, okay. Okay, there's gonna be, I feel like, some things that need to happen. Okay, it's getting better. It's fine. It's gonna be more future type stuff. So, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is creativity. This is what they want me to say. You can choose to take this however you would like. Future things can change. You have to make a decision regardless. How they make me feel is you're not going to see the right answer until things slow down in your life. You are dealing with a lot of Three of Swords trauma on top of like absolute pivotal change of everything in your life. So it's kind of like no one really can understand what you're going through because they only see the like superficial, shallow aspects of the change going on. Of like, you chose this, so like get over it and like own it. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work because you are also dealing with like the change in your life is triggering beliefs or challenging beliefs that you have had since you were a child that literally cater who you are as a person and your choices that you are making now. So now you feel like you cannot trust your like reality. It makes you feel like you cannot make a decision. It makes you feel like you're incapable of doing anything because it is challenging literally to your core why you are existing on the earth. Does that make sense? Also, hi, Alex. And the reason why I'm saying it like this is because I feel like that is what Riker and I have been doing for 3 years. So I'm very sorry you're dealing with this because it fucking sucks and no one around you gets it. You don't get it unless you are in it. And a lot of times that clarity doesn't come until things start slowing down. And it's very much a like domino effect of like you pushed over the first domino and like everything is coming down together. Everything's going down. So it's kind of a waiting game. So you have the Emperor card. Everything is okay. Everything will be okay. Because you can deal with all of the change. It's just going to feel like a punching match. And then once things start slowing down, you have Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is luxury, abundance, financial independence. There'll be some questioning of if that's the right path when that starts coming down. There's going to be a lot of like, am I really okay? And there's going to be a lot of like conflict in your head solely because of all the stuff that you've gone through. You've gone through a lot and you need to allow your brain to catch up to the change that has happened. What do we do now? Strength. King of Swords. Four of Wands. This gives a lot of like focus on what you need to do to be stable right now. The answer is going to come. It's not going to be what you're expecting, which is valid of the like Four of Cups being upright. You don't feel like you can listen to your intuition because it has been challenged so much. Do you have questions? I know this reading isn't very helpful, but it's very much a like, the clarity is coming. We just need to wait for everything to stop changing so much. What I usually tell people is when you get a tower card like that, you have to wait for all of the pieces of the tower to hit the ground before you start building the tower again, because those pieces are going to blow up your foundation over and over and over again. Yes, I feel like something is coming, like an awakening of someone helping me with my career. Yeah, I think it's going to change like every aspect of your life. It is literally going to change like how you view yourself, how you view reality, how you view other people. It's just going to touch everything. So, yeah, let me know if you have questions. Paper flower. Remember to like the video. What's up? I hate this M. I hate it too. Yeah, because I feel like I am getting to the point where things are slowing down. Things are still changing and I'm still scared. Do you see the career by chance? That is, no. There's no way they'll tell me that. Emperor card. Any ideas? I don't think that will come out until you're done with the change. Yeah. It's not moving. When the balance comes, you'll see it. Four of Swords. Four of Swords upright. Rest. Rest, you're gonna fucking need it. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, if I did a reading on myself in your same position, they would not tell me shit about it. Solely because you need to let this happen, and if you knew, you would, disrupt it. How long is it going to take? Oh, timelines are so hard for me. What I'm starting to realize is I'm usually 3 years off, or it's going to take around 3 years, but I don't think that's going to be like that for you. How long? 3, 2. What else you got? Death. Yeah, I'm terrible with timelines. I don't know if I can tell you timelines. Something with the number 3 in reverse, because this makes me feel like you're falling. And it's like a 3, 2, 1 sort of vibe. But that's what they've been telling me, the same thing for so long. I don't know. The vibe I get, and I can be so off because I suck at timelines, is less than 3 months. This is for my own validation. Do you feel like you are at the point where you have to make a choice? Like you can't continue doing what you're doing right now for very much longer, and you have legitimately no choice to continue doing it. If that's the case, I feel like less than 3 months. Yes, unfortunately. Less than 3 months. That is my final answer. Hopefully that makes sense. 3 months, yeah. Money is a factor. Yep. That's what I mean. Because, like, that's how I feel right now. Is, like, I have no choice, so I'm just making a choice. Because I have no choice. That's when things will start clearing. They want me to say when it starts working, it will be very obvious that you took the right turn, because it will be stupidly easy. But the universe is going to a little bit forcibly guide you into the places that you need to be. So trust that and follow that, because I know there's a lot of trauma that you've went through to get there. But I'm going to move on to Very Reckless. And then I have Litzy after that. There's still one tarot reading left if anyone is interested. But Very Reckless, do you have a question for your reading? think Spirit finally said something easy. Yeah, no, I understand a reading like that fully. That fucking sucks.
I need you to know that I tried to take Yue outside. She refused to go, so I just brought her into the living room. And then immediately she decided she needed to go to the bathroom. But she told me at least.
Oh, so, she told you?
She told me.
That's good.
So.
How did she tell you? Did she cry?
Yeah, she, like, whined and then, like, came up and sat in front of me. And then I asked her, and then she...
Amazing. Yeah, she's been doing that lately. I think the, like, excitement to leave just, like, shuts off all of her brain cells of, like, I should go potty before I do this. Yeah. We're talking about my dog, Yue.
So, she's outside right now.
Great. Yeah. Because lately she's just been waiting at the door upset that I put her outside. So I've been having to chase her off the deck so that she actually goes potty.
Yeah.
But she's silly.
So, I'm trying to decide what I want to do.
Yeah. I got readings at least.
I know, I saw it. I've been lurking.
Lurking.
Yeah, I've been there. I'm
watching. Yeah. And all of these people's readings are just readings for my life, I think.
That's how it always goes.
Except for, I think, Miki. Miki, at least the thing that I related to already happened years ago. It's Riker's hand.
Here, prove it's me.
The tattoo arm.
The tattoo
Like, what do you mean? That's my arm.
Oh, yeah, sorry, this is M's arm. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I downloaded some things, some more, like, stuff to work on
Woo Wednesday.
But I want to do it on this computer.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit down here right now, so.
Yeah.
My stomach hurts. So I might just lay down and chill for a bit.
Sounds good to me.
So, let me look at anything.
Okay.
I just need you to know about
her telling
our
you.
silly dog.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She gets a little overexcited, so then she doesn't go potty, and it makes me angry.
I'm just happy that she told me instead of having an accident, because...
Yeah, I think she's starting to realize that, because we gave her more room, because we got new things, because we have 4 cats, so we want to give them a place where she doesn't chase them. So we got, like, little gates that the cats can go through so that they can get away from her if they want to, and now she has more room. So I think she's starting to learn this all doesn't mean that I'm allowed to pee wherever I want.
Yeah, so I mean, at least she, like, ran to the back door, even she, like, I probably didn't even have to hold her leash, and she would have just gone herself.
Brendan has a question.
What?
Off-topic question, but are tattoos considered a form of blood magic?
I've heard people say that they are, yes.
Crazy, because I haven't thought about that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that it's a form of, like, blood magic,
That's amazing.
Things. I mean...
That's like some, like... I don't know what the right word is. Like, fantasy D&D avatar shit of, like, I have a spell, I have tattoos, and I'm the avatar type shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean... Like, I have the death... Like...
Yeah.
A death card...
A touch of death.
Tattooed on my arm. So,
yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I know people who had, like tattoos for, like, their deities and everything.
Yeah, I guess that can technically be an offering too. This is not things that I thought about.
Yeah, I feel like getting, like, a full tattoo for a deity is, like, the ultimate form of, like, devotion.
Yeah, that's what they say on TikTok, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still want to get a Richard tattoo right here. Like, what do you guys think? You think it'd be good right here? I think it's ballsy for a first tattoo on my neck.
I mean, this was my first tattoo. Each one. I'm not.
Yeah, but you can, like, you can cover that up
well.
with a shirt, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, but your hair can cover that.
But what if I cut...
I mean, look at our professions. Do you really think...
If I cut my hair off, though, it would be weird.
I don't feel like it would.
No, I'm saying, like, it would match the tattoo. Because it would be not a, like, normal pixie.
Hi, Riker's hand. Sorry.
Hi, Riker's hand.
But there's also people who have tattoos with no meaning. Oh, yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Literally, my death card tattoo is the only one of my tattoos that has, like, any, like, full meaning symbology. The other ones are just because I fucking like them. So...
I'm a mess, read me to filth, very reckless. How's your cat? I love your cat. The little flame point, is that what they call it? Mm-hmm. It just, like, they remind me of a Pokemon. You own a Pokemon?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your readings.
I have a Stitch and Little Devil. I thought you were going to say I have a Stitch and Lilo tattoo. Oh, I believe the intention being put into anything can be a form of magic. No, correct?
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
That is accurate. I mean, witchcraft in and of itself is just about, like, intention and, like, putting it out into the universe. So you don't necessarily need to, like...
Is it Taurus? Sorry.
I don't know. Like, you don't have to have any, like... tools or ingredients or anything to do, like, witchcraft. Like,
right.
you could literally just use your body.
You could speak it into the ether like they do on, like, I don't know, you know, that, like, old Sabrina the Teenage Witch where they would, like, point at things with their finger from the 90s. Have you not seen that? They, like, go into the closet and it goes to, like, the spirit realm. Okay.
But what was I gonna say? I mean, like, there's magic for everything. Like, there's sex magic. People, like, fuck on the, like, full moon, new moons and stuff. And, like
your friend used to take devotion bath things, spell baths. That's why I want to do, like, bath bombs, spell bath bombs.
He does it every Friday.
That's
he takes,
crazy.
like, 4-hour long, on average, baths.
I don't think I could take a bath that long. The water would get cold.
Yeah, he does it as part of his, like, deity work with Venus.
Venus, got you. I would absolutely love to make little bath bombs for deities, or even just spells, and you just sit in soup and it spells you or something.
Listen, Paper Flower, I love Wizards of Waverly Place. That was my shit growing up.
Wizards of Waverly Place was Disney, wasn't it?
Yes, it was Disney.
Okay, that's what I thought. I love Wizards of Waverly Place. That was Disney.
Selena Gomez, amazing, iconic. Honestly, I just feel like around that era of Disney Channel was just peak. Like, I don't know, like, some of, like, the, like, best, in my opinion, was, like, I don't know, like, Phil of the Future, Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven.
Yeah.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
I love House of Anubis, Sam. I also feel, I don't know if this is because I'm just not the right age anymore, but I'm like, I feel like they ran out of ideas. This is like something I've talked to my mom about a lot, who's a boomer. But I'm like, I feel like they've run out of ideas because they just keep doing, like, reunions and copy paste of the same thing over and over again. But my mom said, yeah, because there's more demand for, like, TV shows. When I was a kid, there was, like, 5 channels.
I disagree with that sentiment.
Yeah?
I think that there's always been a demand.
Yeah.
It's just companies, it's more profitable for them to, like, market to us adults, to like, market the nostalgia. It's they're being made
They're
really
nostalgia.
for us, but as like reboots, but that's why they don't do well. But the, like, very, like, I don't know, like, new, like, the actual original ideas that are out for kids are popular. Like, Bluey,
Yeah.
that's a very, like, original, like, like, project and thing that's, like, very popular. But the reboots just are marketing nostalgia to the older generation instead of, like...
Like, why are we doing Harry Potter again?
Yeah.
With the same story.
Well, even, what was I gonna say? Fuck.
Or, like, all the Disney movies, they're just live action now.
Yeah.
Same story, same movie, live action.
Yeah, it's just, there's a decline in, like, entertainment and, like, spaces for kids. So, like, there's no Club Penguin, like,
That's
Neopets, anything like that. There's places where, like, teenagers are, like, hanging out at night, like, outside with a group, and the cops pull up and tell them that they have to go home because it's 10 p.m. So it's, like...
The world we live in. That's fucking true.
So
is Club Penguin still a thing? I think it is.
Disney bought it, but then it, like...
It stopped for a while, and then it came back, is what I have my understanding.
Yeah, but it's still, like... I mean, it's not what it was.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I know it's not what it was.
There's really no, like...
Yeah. Club Penguin is back. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, there's no, like, dedicated spaces, like, for kids.
Yeah, makes sense.
So everything's been kind of just pushed into, like...
Yeah.
Social media.
It makes sense. Because people were very weird about stuff when I was a kid. Like, you couldn't watch SpongeBob because it was inappropriate. But I'm like, was it really that appropriate?
Yeah, because, like, a lot of the, like, kids shows are more, like...
Alert Puffles are all available now, so all is forgiven.
I don't know. There's... I could go on rants. I read a lot about it. I'll let you get back to your readings instead of...
Talking my ear off. I have 2 readings left. I got Very Reckless and Litzy. Yeah. My usuals.
The regulars, the cool kids.
Kristen, Miki, Rainy, Very Reckless, Litzy. Yeah. Damien is at work. He's the one that really wanted a reading.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm gonna go let the puppy back in.
I'm gonna go let Yue back in. The puppy.
I don't know. I want to take a nap, but I don't think I can nap with her in the crate.
Yeah. She'll yell at you.
And I can't nap and have her out.
Co-sleep.
With me because
She won't sleep.
She won't sleep, and with the cats and everything.
Like co-sleep in the bed with her puppy, who's 2.
I feel like she eventually would if she was tired enough, but...
Yeah, yeah. I feel like if she's out, it's 4. I feel like she won't sleep right now.
She would or wouldn't?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think she would.
Like, she's gotten enough sleep for today.
Yeah, so.
Even with me waking her up like 6 times. But anyways.
I might play like Talia or something, I don't know.
Got you. Sounds good.
Alright, love you.
Love you. Okay, Very Reckless. You all want general readings too, so minus Rainy, but you know, I feel like the reading still was generally about your life. Okay. Dude, what is going on with all of you? First card, Tower card. Second card, 8 of Swords. My gosh. 10 of Wands. You're going through it. I see how it is. Fucking knew it. I was like, are we really doing this again? We should, like, flip the deck over. Anyways. Jesus Christ. So. Okay. With these 2 cards that came out, I feel like they are, like, they change you up, and they're making you watch this fall apart. And there's just nothing you can do about it. I think it would be fun to do Harry Potter, but it's all about the Dursleys. No Hogwarts. The contrast with the mundane is fun. Literally, they could have done any other, like, arc in the, like, thing, but they're doing the same story. I'm like, we could follow Draco, for one. We could follow, like, Harry Potter's parents. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anything. So, I just don't know why. It just, like, a lot of people have a comment of it. It looks like AI because it's, like, the same story, but the characters look a little different. It's so weird. I know it's not AI, and I know it's people are excited for it, but I'm also just like, why is everything just copy paste of my childhood? My God. But very reckless. I feel like the tower card is happening in your life, and there's not really much you can do about it because you got a lot on your plate. 10 of Wands is like you're carrying a lot of burden. You're carrying a lot of responsibilities. It's like hard work, challenging. Christian Kenny? No. Has anyone heard of Christian Kenny? Oh, okay. What is this for? 9 of Wands. Okay. Like, you have some positive cards. I flip the deck over to see if it will be nicer. Okay. So, what they want to happen here, you got 2 cards that are being blocked by this card. So I'll read the 2 bottom cards first. You have Ace of Cups, which is like starting fresh. It's new passion. It's new love. It's creativity. It's joy. It's really good. It's really, like, exciting. And then you also have Temperance, which is like you're starting to come into yourself. You're learning about how balance happens in your life again. It's very chill. It's being blocked by the 9 of Wands. This is what you want and what you're gunning towards. But the 9 of Wands is going to test you for it. It's gonna make you earn it. This card is literally like a test of faith. It is persistence. Do you really want this? If you really want it, you have to put your time and energy in it. It's really just kind of being mean to you about it. Okay. Oh, okay. What is this about? King of Cups. Okay. I have like 5 cards that came out. Give me a second. Okay, Knight of Wands. Can't pick up the card. 9 of Wands. Sorry, I'm like asking them questions because I'm like, it feels like this is talking about other things. Okay. I feel like you are at like a crossroads. You have like a decision to make. You have the 2 of Swords here, but it is not a fun decision that you're dealing with. It's like you blew up something and you can't really do anything about that. It's kind of like that blew up because you're supposed to do something else. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Let me know. But they just like, the thing that is confusing me about this reading is that literally the first 3 cards of like, you have the Tower card, the 8 of Swords, and then that 10 of Wands. Because like, it's literally something in your life absolutely blew up. And they are like, I don't think you're going to want to touch that again. Like, that blew up for a reason. We don't need to go back to that. So, but at the same time, it is making you feel like your hands are still tied in regardless. But they just give me this, like, intense vibe that blew up for a reason because you don't want that anyways. So the rest of this reading is kind of like, what do you do with that? Because you have Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is like pushing creativity out. It's inspired action, adventure, impulsiveness. It's literally just like creation on a rampage. And then you have Three of Pentacles of finding the people that will work with you on that. Is collaboration. And then you have Nine of Swords reverse, which is like getting out of your fear, getting out of your head about it. Because Nine of Swords upright is anxiety. Reversed, it's courage. It's releasing fear. It's like it's very focused towards doing this. You are the Knight of Wands here. Five of Cups reversed is getting out of your emotions. It's releasing these hard emotions. Five of Cups is like deep sadness, loss, grief, disappointment. But when it's in reverse, it's acceptance. It's moving forward, moving on, finding clarity. And then Seven of Pentacles is building something that will last. It's long-term rewarding success. So I'm like, your life is kind of in chaos because you weren't expecting this thing to blow up. But in my opinion, you kind of wanted it to. It was not what you wanted in the first place. I think it makes sense. But right now, you are still in this like sense of watching this. So it makes you feel like you can't do anything about it because you're still focused on that. Do you have questions? So once we get through the shock that this is gone, is when we can start rebuilding. But yeah, I don't think you're rebuilding this. I think you're building something else. Like, you still have the skills, the experience, whatever, but it's just, this was not it. This was not what you wanted. You weren't aligned with it. You chose you didn't want it. You want something else, something more creative. Wand cards are a spark of creativity. It's expression to its core. And it's very much like, this is someone that is like alluring. It's someone that has like these creative ideas. It's someone that like inspires people, which is where you're going to get these people that are going to come help you with it. But the things that are going to get a little bit in the way are fear and emotions. So you need to let that go, because this is like the epitome of who you are, what you want to do. And if you can get through all of that, it will be sustainable. Yeah, the reading was very interesting, because I was like, oh, I thought this was going to go way different than it is. Let me know if you have questions, Barry Reckless. And if that makes sense. I know you said it, that it does make sense. You think it makes sense. But right now, I do feel like you are, like, focused on the destruction. But I don't think it's going to last very long, solely because I don't think you can do anything about it. Not to be, like, a downer about it. My therapist says he's not worried, but my anxiety is through the roof. Yeah. Because they literally pulled a tower card, and then we're like, they chained you up and made you watch it blow up. I would be anxious too. And that resulted in you taking on a lot of shit. So, to me, that process is going to be like pushing that stuff off your back, because it's not going to work anymore. Because you're not going to be able to touch that thing you're staring at that's blowing up. It's going to lead you towards the things that you actually want. There's just going to be a lot of reflection work of trying to figure out what that is. I'm a professional procrastinator, so Spirit was like, yeah, well, it also takes a lot of times it takes a change in perspective to be able to do certain things that you would never do in the first place. And what's better a teacher than chaos, destruction, which I hate, but it is true. If, like, I usually tell people you don't have to focus on necessarily changing your perspective because the universe will 100% do that for you. Because a lot of times, if you are unaware of the perspective you're supposed to have, how are you supposed to gain a perspective you've never seen before? So it's kind of like trying to imagine a color you've never seen. So the universe does it for you. And the universe does it, they want me to say the universe does it because you are asking for more. Your soul, your energy pulls it towards you. So I guess you are technically doing it, but at the same time, the universe is helping, but you are part of the universe, and it gets more and more confusing the more I talk. Do you have questions? And then after you will be Litzy, and then I have Becky. I like software is just so weird. I don't know how it does things. Shitty ways. Beep bop. This. Okay. As someone who's also a procrastinator, I shuddered. Lol. I think I'm good for now, thank you. No problem. Let's see. Do you have a question for tarot reading? Gonna call it a night. Thanks for hanging out, Paper Flower. We love to see you. Good night or good day, everyone. I would like a general reading, but also validation, maybe because I feel like I've been going through a storm and I'm starting to come out of the other side. I feel like good things are coming. Why is everyone dealing with this? Can someone tell me? Is this normal? Are you all just attracted to us because we are dealing with, like, because our lives are a trash fire? Are you in a relationship? It's not a bad question, just wondering. Dude, my storm just started, so I guess I'm catching up. At least I feel like yours isn't gonna last very long. I don't think every aspect of your life is changing. No, my gut tells me one is coming very soon. Yeah, I just say that because you got two, like, love feeling cards. So you have the Lovers upright, which is positive. And then you have the Ace of Cups reversed, which is self-love. Been feeling like we all got strapped into a dumpster fire. Just asking, just wondering. Is that what we want to talk about? Let's see. Do we want to talk about relationships deck? Two of Swords. Okay. So, Two of Swords reverse. That's what we're going to talk about. Does that have anything to do with the relationship? Three of Swords. Kind of. Yes. Okay. I see what's going on. I see. The cards that I pull so that you know. We have Three of Swords reversed, which is healing from heartbreak. You have the Magician card, which is manifestation. And then you have the Lovers card, which is relationships. I feel like I don't like saying romantic or otherwise, but I feel like someone's going to come into your life that is going to help with things. But this reading isn't necessarily about that. It is about you are at a crossroads. You're at a crossroads, but you don't know what to do. So you have the Two of Swords reversed. The Two of Swords is like a decision between two very hard things. you're like weighing your options, but with it being reversed, it's very clouded. You're not really sure which direction to go. And I feel like with the lovers cards and stuff like that, I feel like someone is going to help you with this when you least expect it, and they're going to pull a lot of trauma out of you and help you heal from heartbreak and help you find yourself again. All of these cards are reversed. 10 of Swords. That's the second time that card came out. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's someone else that's going to come in. I feel like that's something that's very important. Again, future things can change. But someone is going to come in and challenge your perspective of the world to make you start accepting yourself and stop accepting anything less than what you deserve. All of that, like, cringy, cringe shit, you know what I mean? But what I got here for you, you have the Hierophant card, which is the rules. This is traditions. I feel like this is what you're living by right now, is this kind of aspect. But the rest of the cards are in reverse. So I feel like that's going to be rocked a little bit. So you have the Knight of Cups reverse, which the Knight of Cups is my Prince Charming card, but it's reversed. So you're going to be shocked out of this fairy tale by someone coming in. Okay. And then you have the Emperor card. It's not going to be what you expect. So don't go looking for something that you are expecting. Four of Wands reversed is going to rock the stability in your life. They want me to say not necessarily stability, but familiarity, because our brains like things that are the same, and we lock in on that as being stable, whether it is good or bad for us. The brain does not care if it is good. The brain just cares if we feel safe, and change makes us feel unsafe. Four of Wands is stability. When it is in reverse like this, there's just this feeling of like something doesn't fit, we're out of balance. And we can also see here you have two people again. 10 of Swords is trauma. You're going to trigger a lot of that stuff. I feel like you're going to relate on trauma-based things, because you had that 3 of Swords come out, which is healing from heartbreak. That healing from heartbreak is because you guys are going to relate to your trauma things very closely. 5 of Cups emotions. Things are going to be slow when that's happening. They're going to feel like the gas and the brake are being hit at the same time. I don't know why this is about some mystery person coming in your life and blowing up shit. What are we doing now with this? The Wheel of Fortune. Good luck. You're exactly where you need to be. King of Pentacles reversed. It's not going to be what you expect. 7 of Wands reversed. You're just going to have to give in. You're going to see your inner strength. Just let it happen. 2 of Questions. Very weird reading. Not what I was expecting. But the universe is going to give you someone to lead you through the motions, and it's just going to keep telling me the same thing. I'm excited and nervous at the same time. Think of all of the marshmallows you turn into s'mores over the fire. No, literally. Dude, I started getting shit like this for a while, and then my life blew up. It's very funny. No questions. Do they want to tell me anything else? Let's see. Anything else important? Okay, we're giving in. Let's see. We want this to be sideways. We're taking a lot of risks. Okay. So, 9 of Wands reversed. We're giving into the universe. 5 of Wands. We're giving into chaos. Chaos, competitiveness, and we're taking a lot of risk. We had the Fool card sideways come in and cross these. So, with that in mind, I feel like right now that is kind of the like things that you have been feeling going through the storm. It's very competitive. It's very like fighting energy. But again, 5 of Wands is more constructive. So it is a like we're getting somewhere with it. And the 7 of Wands is very much in reverse telling you to give in. Just let it happen. But that's going to be hard because you feel like you have to push back. It's kind of like, it almost feels like you're being crushed, but you have to like push against this rock so you don't get crushed by the rock. And they're like, just let go. And you're like, but I've been holding this up for so long, I'll get crushed. And they're like, no, you're fine. So they're like, just trust it. Just trust it. It's fine. But in your head, it's a big risk. Big risk because you don't know what's going to happen. Do you have time for another reading? I have one reading still available, I believe. It should be in there. Question mark? Right here. This one. Yeah, there's one left in there, but they're paid readings for today. For Dade. Also, welcome in. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a minute. What's up? Oh, letting go is so hard for me. Yeah, especially when things have been rough. Because again, you have 9 of Wands here too, which again, this is another give up card. And it's not give up, it's give in. Like, you've been doing this for so long. Because what they keep showing me is it's like, you're at the bottom of this like cliff, and this huge rock fell down and is like crushing you. And you just like had to sit there and hold it up. And your spirit guides are like, the cliff is holding it up. You don't need to do that. So when you let go of it, it's not going to crush you. The cliff itself is holding you up. So the bad situation that you were in is going to like solve itself. But you need to stop engaging in it and trusting that it's done in order to move on. And if you don't do that, the universe will guide you to do so. And I feel like this other person is going to do that for you. And it might take some time. It'll take time. It'll take time. I'm scared now. Don't be scared. I feel like it's very, very chill for what it could be. Because when you start out with the question of, I feel like I'm in a storm, and then the cards are like, yeah, we understand that, but at the same time, things are coming to an end. Things are falling into place. I often tell my friends I feel like I'm holding on a boulder of responsibilities, and if I let go, it's going to crush me, so that's accurate. Yeah. And the way they're explaining it to me is it's like so much has fallen on top of you that it has filled up this like little valley cliff thing that you're in to the point where it can support itself. All of the bullshit can support itself. It doesn't need your involvement anymore. But trusting that is scary. So, hi Sarah. You're from the UK. Welcome in, welcome in. But I'm gonna move on to Becky. Becky, do you have a question? And then I have Dead after that. I don't know. I still don't know how to say your name. I'm too dyslexic for this. Damon, Dead. Dade. D-A-E-D-U. Yeah. Thank you. No problem. But please excuse my pronunciation of your name. Hey. But after that, I believe I am sold out. So I'll have Becky and then Dade. No questions, just general for now. Okay, Becky. It's me, I'm back. It's all good. Welcome back. Yeah, we haven't been doing a lot, but now we are being more consistent. So I haven't done a reading live stream in a very long time. And this is also giving me information about what people would be interested in. Tarot readings seem to be the vibe, and that's also where I feel most comfortable doing stuff. So, what's up? What's up? Okay, this is for Becky. Also, if people are interested, I have email readings. I just dropped half the deck on the floor. I have email readings available where I do pre-recorded videos, so you can ask your questions and I will do whatever reading you choose. It will be on the same page that is linked there. Just dropped half the deck on the ground. My brain says I need to change decks. Oh. Justice. I'm like, do I want to change decks? I do want to change decks. Let's do that. I have 3 decks on my desk that I did not mean to do. Oh, let's read you a scribble deck. Okay. 10 of Swords reversed. The Death card. 3 of Cups. Oh. How are friendship things going for you? Am I the one that told you about friendship things? That was a while ago. I don't know that was you, though. King of Swords. Okay. Let me just read what I got here. Okay. So. I hate coming up with questions. It's too stressful. No, I know what you mean. And then I also feel like if I give questions to readers that they focus on the wrong things. Because I don't know how to ask the question right. So you have 2 cards that are crossed. You have the 10 of Swords reversed. 10 of Swords is trauma. But when it's reversed, it's releasing that trauma. But it's being blocked by the Death card. The Death card is, we're not wanting to change things. I feel like this is in relation to some sort of friend stuff. I don't think so. Okay. That's why I was like, I don't think it was you, but I remember telling people about friends. Maybe it was honey pies. I don't remember. I'm just name dropping people that I don't remember whose reading that was, but I know it wasn't you. But there's something about friends. 3 of Cups is friendships, and they're usually close-knit with the Cup cards. There's some sort of emotional relationships with people. But there is this a release of trauma in relation to friends, but we don't really want to accept that. Is that true? Are we doing this stuff? 9 of Wands. Yep, giving in. 8 of Wands. We don't want to give in. Ace of Swords. We don't want that answer. Are we struggling with friends? You can tell me I'm wrong. I can also be wrong. Because I feel a lot of turmoil about it. Something is just not right. But King of Swords reversed, we don't want the answer. King of Swords, we're clouding it. Sorry, I got an ad. So sorry. Let me tell you again. I don't know if it goes back to that or whatever. But I feel like there's some friendship stuff going on. There are some friends that I don't know. I feel like there needs to be some sort of change because you have the Ten of Swords, which is releasing trauma, but the Death card is blocking it. And the Death card is sideways, so you're not sure how you want to deal with it. You're not sure you want to lean into this change, but there is this, like, disappointment type feeling around friendships. Like, friendships are changing. Friendships, might be taking more energy than they need to, but you still are very, very, very still attached emotionally. That's why this card is upright. There is someone that's, like, close to you that is making you question things about yourself, about the relationship, but at the same time, you are, like, holding on to it for dear life. Does that make sense? I can be wrong. Please do not, like, force us to be right if you disagree. And then you have King of Swords reverse, which is kind of like there is this amount of trying to control the narrative. Yeah, I have a bestie of 10 plus years. Or is this person? Yeah, okay. Okay, King of Swords reverse feels we putting down some boundaries. King of Swords feels like a lot of times I read this card as trying to control the narrative. And if this is associated to this other person, there is a lot of just I'm trying to choose my words carefully because I still feel you have, like, a very, very deep connection with this person, but you feel almost, like, disappointed or slighted or very confused about the, like, things that are perspiring right now, things that are happening right now. You don't really understand why it's happening, and it's very much a, like, you need to take a pause and, like, look in and be like, why, what is going on? Did I miss something? Was it always like this? Like, because this feels very, like, strong-arming what they believe to be true and real, even if that means invalidating you and your experience. That's the way I want to say that. So that's why I'm like, oh, this is a little bit off. It's bringing up a lot of emotions with the moon, and it's showing a lot of illusions with that relationship that you are questioning. Knight of Swords reversed. Knight of Swords reversed is usually like, it's like burnout, unfocused. Gotcha. And it's a lot of, like, release of heartbreak. There's just something weird going on. It feels very confused, is what I want to say. Something needs to change. Doesn't necessarily mean the relationship will end with that Death card, but there is something needs to change. You guys aren't seeing eye to eye, and if you don't, you need to focus on the length of the relationship, not the, like, nitpicking stuff that's happening now. And both sides need to also, like, figure out how to get on the same page. Knight of Pentacles, it's going to take time. It's going to take energy. It's going to be a lot of, like, restructuring, trying to avoid the Tower. That's just my life. Yeah, the feeling of this reading is quite weird. Because I'm like, it's not this person is toxic, get them out of my life right now. It's more so wait, why are you doing this? I don't understand why you're doing this. I don't understand your viewpoint. I don't understand why. So, this reading isn't saying that it's over at all. It's just saying things need to be restructured. If they don't get restructured, then these cards will flip and be more of a problem. So, that's that. I'm like, is there anything else besides that? Do you feel lonely because of it? I've been putting up a boundary up with a spirit that has been around me, if it could be that. Let me see. I feel like it's still a person, not necessarily a spirit. Yeah. feels like a stab in the back. It's not someone you're expecting. It's someone very close. That's what I get. I can be wrong. You can tell me I'm wrong. Don't make it fit if it doesn't. That's what... Because I struggle with mediums trying to, like, convince you that they're right. Because I'm like, you can tell me I'm wrong. I can be wrong. Because, like, my interpretation of things, I'm only a person. To me, it doesn't say anything about, like, my mediumship abilities or things like that. Because, like, I don't know. It's not a science, you know what I mean? But yeah, let me know. Otherwise, I'm also going to say generally, let's get out of this relationship and see what's going on. Nine of Pentacles. We're working on abundance and lots of creativity. It does make sense, thank you. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles, there's some sort of abundance, luxuries coming in. Knight of Wands, creativity, inspiration. You're going to feel empowered again. But again, there is still this, like, lack of wanting to listen to our intuition. We're being blocked by stability and familiarity. I feel like there's going to be a change in your life that is going to sort of question this stability. That's going to make you act differently. And what I say by that is, like, you think the world is a certain way based upon other people's actions. You've, like, settled in that. But I'm like, you don't necessarily need to settle in that. You can, like, go for more, if you will. You can expect more from people, more from the world. And I usually like to explain it in the sense of, like, I don't know, Riker's the one that did that for me, of, like, you know, they're being mean to you. You don't have to, like, play along with the joke. You don't need to accept that kind of treatment. You can stand up for yourself and say, hey, that's mean, and then continue to be who you are anyways. Like, you can ask anything you want out of the world. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands sideways is this is a spark of creative energy. This is, like, starting something new, but it's sideways because there is just this hesitation of, like, leaving something that feels familiar. Yep. Same thing with the Wheel of Fortune. Do you have questions about that? I feel like there's something you're going to need to learn. It's going to be very positive for you to learn, but there's going to be a lot of commitment towards it, a lot of inner turmoil. It's just going to be a lot of, like, fighting your own knee-jerk reaction of, like, I'm scared. This is scary, but I really want this. Let me know if you have questions about that. Otherwise, I will move on to Dade. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at my shop while you answer. Because I'm like, let me move some things around. This gives me information because I want to do more live stream reading potentially. Initially, I was thinking about doing these monthly, but I'm not fully sure because I don't know how I feel about anything going on in my life. I don't think so. Thank you. No problem. Okay. Dade, do you have a question for your tarot reading? Do you have a question? Let me know. I got another ad, so rewinding. What the heck? Let me see. God. A lot of big changes happening in my life. In particular, started a new job recently. I just want to know how I should handle things. Okay. Oh. We got the sun card. We're doing good things. Oh, this is making lots of change happen in your life. It's good change. It's productive. It's stressful, but it's productive. Okay, so we have the sun card. Sun card is warmth, positivity, abundance, joy. That's a good one. We like to see it. And then we have a little bit more of this worry. Six of Wands. Six of Wands reverse. Six of Wands usually deals with like, is this going to succeed? When it's in reverse, it's kind of more a worry of, they want me to say it is a worry that we're going to fail. It's like overthinking a little bit because we're like, this is like really good. This is really good. So worry. Yes, stressful and productive. Yeah, I don't know. This is like, I feel like you haven't had something this good happen in a while. You feel like amazing. Like this was like made for you. Tell me if I'm wrong. But Six of Wands makes you feel like you're going to fuck it up somehow. And then Queen of Swords is, again, kind of going into that again. Queen of Swords reversed is a very strong, the way I like to read it is kind of a lack of boundaries with ourselves, saying that we are not, we're like easily influenced by our emotions. And that more so defines us than who we actually are. We are trying to control who we are. We are trying to like put on face. We're trying to like mask who we are instead of being who we are. We're trying to like create this narrative of who we are. Because Queen of Swords is like being unapologetically ourselves when it's upright. But since it's reversed, there's like, am I good enough for this? Can I do this? And that goes into a lot of transformation. It's very good. It's very good. Six of Swords is the card of transformation. However, you cannot make this transformation unless you are ready to release your baggage. And that baggage is your self-limiting beliefs that are here of, I'm not good enough for this. Like, how did I even get here? That's kind of like the vibe. Like, I didn't think I'd get this far. Got Five of Swords. You felt like you fought nail and tooth to get here. It's going to be a lot of fighting your truth and fighting what you think of yourself. Oh, another fighting card. Five of Wands. Competitive. It's competitive. Lots of, like, stress with that. Lots of stress. You don't feel good enough. What do we do about this? Okay. Just drop the whole deck on the guard. Seven of Wands. Persistence. The puppy is screaming. I feel like you would be able to hear it with this mic, maybe. Page of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Okay, seven of Wands we got first. So Seven of Wands is a this is persistence, perseverance. It's standing our ground. It's standing up to the challenge. We have Page of Cups. They want me to say the thing that you lack in this situation is the like emotional development sort of side of it, of like, we're worried about everything, but you have the skill sets. You have the skill sets to do this, but there is a lot of like letting go of stuff because they have the Four of Pentacles sideways. The Four of Pentacles, when it's sideways, is it's usually like holding on to things that we no longer need, no longer serves us. And that's kind of where this Page of Cups is coming in, is like, we just need to trust in the universe. Page of Cups is like, let's trust our heart blindly. Let's trust. But they just like make me feel like you have the skill sets to deal with this and to handle this. That's why we're in this situation in the first place. But the lack of experiences a lot. It's come from your childhood trauma. We're just worried about messing up. Worried about it. Do you have questions? I've recognized that I'm fighting myself negative thinking. I feel like I need to keep going till I can calm that thinking. What do we do about the... Yep, we hear the Borks. She's screaming because Azriel's sitting on top of the trash can. Amazing. Oh. What are we leaving? Let's see. I wasn't expecting that card to come forward. That's why that was that reaction. It's like, it's change. It's new. It's fast pace. Okay. I get it. They're just saying the same thing over and over again. So, we have 8 of Cups. We're leaving something bad for something better. We're doing it. We're actually doing it. They give me the vibe of like, this is a long time coming. You've wanted this for a very long time. And it's almost like coming out of desperation in a way because whatever you left was literally dragging you down. Like so much. So much so that that's where this emotional like baggage is coming from. So there is this like, wow, a lot is changing. 8 of Wands is fast-paced change, but with it sideways like this, it's like hitting the gas and the brake at the same time. We're hitting the gas and the brake because, again, these emotions are getting in the way of like, what is happening? Like, you're like in shock. And then, again, same thing. These are both movement cards. You have the Chariot card, and the 8 of Wands. So, fast-paced change. Forward momentum, literally just the same message over and over again of like we're hitting the brake and the gas pedal at the same time. So it's kind of like a trust. We have the Page of Cups again. Page of Cups is trust. Just trust. Do you have questions? It's okay to let it all go. Let's see. We have the Tower card reversed, which is like resistance to do that. The Hangman reversed, which is kind of like getting stuck in an old perspective. 9 of Wands is giving in. Let's see. Hangman reversed. Resistance, stubbornness. Yeah. Should I be cautious of anything? And should just show you. Tower card reversed. 9 of Wands reversed. Hangman to upright or reverse. Sorry. Should we be cautious of things? Queen of Wands reversed. Jealousy, pessimism. That's what we need to be worried about. Pessimism. Feeling lonely. 6 of Pentacles. Giving too much. Okay, it's very much like insecurity that is going to be the issue here. Because your insecurity is going to make you do things that you don't need to do. So let me show you the cards I got. So we have Queen of Wands reverse. Queen of Wands is pessimism when it's in reverse like this. Usually Queen of Wands is like creative, like indulgence, creative, like inspiration, independence, like fertility, like all of that stuff, okay? But when it's in reverse, it's a lot of pessimism. It's a lot of the opposite of inspiration, a lot of the opposite of like creative ideas, because there's just so much worry and insecurity. And then 3 of Cups reversed is like being on your own. It's like feeling lonely. It's feeling a lot of pressure for yourself. And then 6 of Pentacles is giving too much. It's one-sided. So with these 3 cards, it literally makes me feel like the pessimism is going to make you feel a certain type of way of you feel like you need to give more than what is being asked, and that's going to lead to burnout and is going to make you feel like you are pouring from an empty cup. So an example would be, I can give you an example with like tarot. When I started doing tarot, I had a lot of insecurities of, why are you like, why me? Why do I feel like I can do this? So I can read people in 3 cards. That is like absolutely, like I can do that. I can read you with 1 card. However, my insecurities say when I started this that I cannot, like I need more information, so I would give people readings of like 15 cards or more, so it would take a very long time for me to get through all of the cards even though I had the message immediately. The insecurity blocked my view of like, you don't need to do all of this stuff. Be certain and trust your ability because that's what got you here. That's what this is talking about. And then the last card that you have on the points that I pulled so far, you have the Knight of Cups sideways. And the Knight of Cups is like a fairy tale, but you don't believe it. That's what the sideways card is saying. 'Cause they're like, this is your fairy tale come true. Just don't believe, don't get materialistic. Don't get in your head about it. Don't think the fairy tale is not real. I'm trying to work through it. Knight of Pentacles. It's going to take time. But it's very much like a trust that it will happen. Create the foundation from the ground up. Remove insecurity from it. Okay, I'm going to full trust. Full send. Let's see. Listen to your gut. Yeah, they're good. There comes a time where it just repeats the message over and over again. But yeah, the insecurities will get in the way of what you're giving. So it is knowing that you can do this and to be very cautious and efficient with it, because that Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles is very hardworking. It gets it done the right way, but it's going to take some time. It takes a little bit of time. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest. That's why he was on a snail. But do you have any other questions? I believe you're my last one. Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking at things. I'm like, If you guys are interested in readings, I will have email readings available. The email readings that I have currently up, and it's on the same link, so ouroboros.productions.com/readings. I'm so aware of the insecurity. It's so annoying that it creeps out of nowhere. Dude, I fucking agree, because I'm also like, no, it's fine, I can do this, but then I'm like, I'm gonna let everyone down. So, I second guess myself. But you say I'm good. But yes, I am offering email readings. So these are like, you give me like your questions or topics of whatever you want me to do a reading on. I do a pre-recorded video. I give you an unlisted link and then send it to you via email. I do tarot card readings, spirit guide readings, charm casting readings. There's also a spirit guide drawing if you are interested in that as well. So, yeah. But yeah, I did this for 2 hours. That's pretty good. I have to go edit the podcast. The podcast is going to be out on Sunday. We started talking about deities and then we talked a lot, almost for like 2.5 hours. Just about Hades. So the next podcast is going to be about Hades. And then we have a part 2 coming out for members. So if you're interested in Patreon, I can get you the link, hopefully. Yeah, hold on. I have to deal with all of these pop-ups. Let's just grab this. This should work, I think. What if I do this? It works, it works. Okay. So that's our Patreon. If you want to join Patreon, we're going to have a part 2 exclusive podcast coming out as well. I swear all the times I get readings by you, I'm always the last one. Right? I don't know, that's the last one I had available too. You were lucky. Lucky that it was still available. Anyways, but for our part 2 podcast, I'm editing that today, I think. But that is going to be about hate comments. We're going to spill some tea about hate comments and what we hate about YouTube and shit like that. So if you guys are interested in our behind the scenes or our exclusive tea giving podcast, join Patreon. That is the link for it. I think that's all we got. That's what we're doing next. So next week, Riker is starting a new job. But right now we have Riker's schedule. So the plan is we are at least doing Woo Woo Wednesday. So it's a new thing that we are starting, which is we are reacting to spiritual TikTok, spiritual content. And we're doing it on Wednesdays because let's get real, the marketing is just amazing for that. But we did one already. So if you want to go check the replay out on that, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to try to have some more fun things incorporated into that live stream. So that will be happening Wednesday, most likely in the evening at 7 p.m. EST. But yeah, that is like the things that I'm thinking are more for sure than other things. But if you follow us on Instagram, it will allow us, you'll be able to see what we are planning. We'll give you some stuff there, some updates. Yeah, so, but thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you guys for purchasing readings. It really means a lot. We're trying to navigate this part of our journey so that we can continue doing our business. That's why Riker is looking at getting jobs. I will be looking at getting jobs as well. It'll be a fun time, hopefully. But we are planning on trying to keep this going as long as we can, and any amount of support helps us with that. Thanks for the reading. No problem. But we will see you guys on Sunday for this week's podcast. If you join Patreon, there's a free tier. You will get access to early access once I upload that video. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.